All right, y'all. In the words of Baba, I mean, y'all, we black at it again. Peace and love to everyone under the sound of my voice. Thank you so much for tuning into another powerful, powerful discussion with your sister, Dr. Maat. You see the title, family. Biden is now the Morehouse man. Celebrity worship in the black community. And all of these distractions around us. You hear about Diddy and Cassie, right? Kendrick and Drake and the rap battle and the rap beef. So many distractions going on. There's a lot of stuff that's happening that we're not even talking about. The genocide over there in the Congo. What's going on in the Sudan? Burkina Faso. What's going on with our brothers and sisters down there? Even in IAT. Quiet genocide is happening. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Diddy. And did Diddy do it, or is Diddy done? Right? So anyway, y'all, before we get started, I am going to make a few announcements. Family, make sure. Hold on. Let me pull up my screen. I want you all to make sure that you get your child enrolled. That's the most deaf music I got playing. Hold on, y'all. Make sure you get your children enrolled in the UACI Summer STEM Camp. The UCAI Summer STEM Camp. We're only taking 30 applicants. I just dropped the link in the chat. And for those of you watching on Instagram, you can head on over to uacistemcamp.com. uacistemcamp.com. Get your child enrolled in the UACI STEM Camp. Start on July the 8th. We only have 30 slots. Also, family, make sure that you get your children enrolled in the ASAFO training camp. Get your son enrolled in the ASAFO training camp. That is a camp for young boys between the ages of 12 and 14. And this camp focuses on manhood development in young boys between the ages of 12 and 14. And also, family, make sure that you get your MELTREK films. We just finished dropping MELTREK episode 3. Exploring the Ma'afa, teaching our babies about the origins of European enslavement and colonization when the Portuguese came into West Africa. So make sure you head on over to MELTREK365.com. And let me drop that in the chat. Hold on. MELTREK365.com. And I'll make sure I drop it in the chat on IG as well. ASAFO camp. ASAFOcamp.com. All right. So peace to all of my truth speakers and truth seekers. I see you all in the building. Yasmin, I see you, Queen. Tim, I see you. Coach, I see you. Janelia, I see you, Queen. Peace and love to you. I see my Instagram fam is in the building. Peace and love to you. Yeah, I'm with y'all. Shoot, yeah. That's right. Everybody want to talk about Diddy, and we ain't talking about genocide that's happening in the Congo down in Haiti. I see you, IG family. I see kind of magicals in the building. I see the Queen Mothers watching over there on IG. I see Presidential 76. I see Jake Fresh 01 say it ain't loud. I see Keith is in the building. Peace and love to my IG family. Family, make sure that you thumb up this program and share it, family. Let's get the word out. Your sister, Dr. Maat, is live. And I'm bringing on my Baba, my brother, my comrade, Baba Amin Ojuwoke. He's in the back. He's in the building. I see Baba Gregory Turns is in the building. Peace and love to you, Baba. All right, y'all, let's get this thing started. Without further ado, I bring on my brother, a scholar, educator, father, husband, comrade, my comrade in the struggle, Baba Amin Ojuwoke. Peace and love to you, Baba. What's going on with your warrior?
What's going on, Dr. Maat? How you feeling?
Feeling fine, Baba. It's always I always feel good when you bless the platform with your presence, Baba, and your knowledge. So I feel good, Baba. And look, I heard, look, Baba, and the Huru Academy was off today. Jalen woke up and said, I don't have school today. And I said, you know what? I said, because it's a holiday. It's a holy day. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You know, Malcolm X's birthday was yesterday.
That's right.
And so today is a holy day. It's a holiday. But you only get that at African-centered schools. Ashe, Baba?
I say, you know what I'm saying? I say, and I needed that rest too, because Malcolm X weekend. I want to shout out, just a quick shout out to the Our Black Fathers Committee, my RBG comrades out in Phoenix, Arizona. The RBG explosion was everything, and I had the opportunity to speak. We
Mm,
performed, we hit the studio, we promoted STEM camps. We was out there putting that work in all weekend, you know what I'm saying? And just a beautiful, beautiful black community out there that's doing what they got to do to come together. Shout out to Grassroots Bookstore out there in Phoenix, holding it down. Dr. Maat, this bookstore houses about 40 different black-owned micro businesses
love it.
inside of the bookstore and the
Love
cafe.
it.
So they've created a beautiful business hub for black people out there in Phoenix. I just
Love
wanted
it.
to start out by
Love
shouting
it.
them out, and then shout out my beautiful wife and co-yo,
Yes.
and soon to be Dr. Kamaria Ajamu out on a great research project. My wife's gonna be
Okay.
gone for 2 weeks, and I just like to shout her out for leaving me here with all these
Oh.
children and all this dinner that I have to cook. And yeah, thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank
So look, Mama jetted out. So Mama's working on a
you.
project. She gone for 2 weeks.
She gone for 2 weeks.
And Daddy is home with the babies.
With the babies. And I'm not a natural cook, Dr. Ma. I got to read the back of the package. I have to set my timers. Like, I don't know how black women, y'all just like, I just need this much salt. How do you do that? I don't understand that. I need fourth a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. What are we doing here? Right. So this is not easy for me, but we do it. I love doing it. My children get a kick out of it. My meals are usually great when they're finished, but the kitchen is demolished when I'm done.
Hold up. So Baba, is it gonna be a lot of eating out for the next 2 weeks?
Well, life ain't life, and where we can eat out. We got to get it in. We
Okay.
fundraising, so when the funds come in, it got to go towards the new website. It got to go
Okay, I
towards this.
got you, Baba.
So,
I
so
got you.
Baba
So
got to
we ain't gonna
cook.
be got you,
Yeah,
Baba.
yeah. No,
Baba's gonna be cooking.
yeah, Baba buying in bulk this week. We just noodling and all that. We gonna survive. We gonna make it. We gonna make it.
And Baba, I love like viewing your social media pages because it's so much information. And so like I heard of the bookstore because of you. You
Right.
promoted the bookstore. I heard
Absolutely.
about what was going on this weekend with the RBG community because of you. I even
Yeah.
saw shots and people was performing. I saw
Yes.
performances. Like it just seemed like a really, really good time. And then you've also been talking about the Juneteenth festival. You're now
Yes.
a part of the committee. So could you talk to the brothers and sisters
Yes,
about that as
yes.
well?
I definitely want to shout out the whole team: Jamal Juneteenth Bradley, Miss Tina, Rutaski, the whole team leadership at the South Carolina Juneteenth Freedom Fest. I am proud to be the vice president of the
Beautiful,
Juneteenth Freedom Fest,
beautiful.
going down on June 15th, 2024, right here in Columbia, South Carolina. It is so cool because emancipation began in South Carolina and ended in Texas, and 180,000 black soldiers kicked butt all across the country to make it happen. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see.
And so
I
we
see.
celebrate Juneteenth out here in Columbia. And it's a way for the community to come together. We got vendors, all kind of vendors from coming from out of state as well as in
Mm.
state. Food trucks. You've been one of our
Oh,
featured
I love
speakers.
it. I
You
had
know
a
how it
I
goes
had a
down.
ball.
Well, we were
Ball.
in the stadium when you came.
Mm-mm.
This year, we're going back to the hood. We're going
That's
back to the
right.
neighborhood, the Dutch Square Mall, 421 Bush River Road from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
On June 15th. But what we do here, we don't just do Juneteenth on the festival. We have Juneteenth week.
Come
So,
on.
so shout out to the House of Hathor Cultural Center. Every night during that week leading up to the festival, we have something going on at the House of Hathor. We're talking mental wellness on Monday. We're talking money matters on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm working on setting up a documentary where we talk about the role of spirituality. We're gonna call it Worship Wednesday. Wednesday is
Mm.
Bible study. So there's a great documentary about the role that spirituality played in our liberation. And
I
then
see.
Thursday, and this flyer about to come out, Dr. Maya, that
Mm.
Thursday, the 13th, we have a screening of Mosiah the movie. which is the first
That's
ever
gonna be hot.
independent narrative film about Marcus Mosiah Garvey. The
Ashay.
director and executive producer, Gerard Brown, will be in the house. We're bringing out part of the crew, and we're going to be at the Cultural Center, and we're going to watch this fabulous independent film that's been making its round to film festivals all over the country. We're premiering it in Columbia, South Carolina on the 13th. And your brothers are consulting on the film, so you got to stay for the credits. You can't leave until you see consultant Baba Amin. It's like right before they bring up the copyright, but it's there. All right. And so we got that going on. And then Friday, we have a night parade. Right? We're gonna have a Juneteenth parade, but it's gonna be a night parade, and we're gonna be marching. One of my country brethren out here say we're gonna be marching right through the main battery of downtown. I said, well, I ain't never heard main battery before. So we're gonna be marching through the main battery, main artery, downtown Columbia. We're gonna have the parade. There's gonna be an Huru Academy float. We got some major sponsors involved. Oh, this is so powerful.
Baba, I got to hurry up and get the Airbnb for that week. Is that what you telling me to come down and just? I gotta. But the graduation is on the 8th, right?
So we're doing the virtual Huru Academy graduation
on the 8th.
Fundraiser on the 8th. June 8th, y'all. We're going to be putting that information out this week as well, because community, we need you to step in, sponsor, and build the greatest learning platform for Black children in the world, which is the Huru Academy. We getting an upgrade, a facelift, but we're also going to be celebrating our babies and showing you all what we do. You know, and you notice, Dr. Maat, I don't show the students' faces. I don't really ride it like that. You know what I'm saying? So now we want to open up a little bit and let the community in. And our students have been busy putting their videos together, presentations together. I think Jalen said he might bust a note or two. You know what I'm saying? And that he told me we're gonna let them do his thing. They want to perform for the community, and they want to build this platform as well. They want to have their own personal profile when they sign in the school. They want to be able to get game badges when they accomplish things, and that's what this new platform is going to do. My high schoolers, they want to be able to get working certifications, career certifications while in high school. They want to be able to graduate with a cert in cybersecurity, graduate with an entry-level cert in networking. So you don't just have a high school diploma, man, you ready to enter the world to work at $60K a year plus. So our new learning platform is going to allow us to do that. And it's going to allow great scholars like Dr. Maat to come in and build your own courses. Put your course on the Huru Academy.
Ashay.
You know, we're going to turn your podcast into a course.
Come on, let's do it.
This is a classroom right here.
Ashay, it's the community, it's the online community. Ashay.
Online community. So man, we appreciate you, Dr. Maat.
Hey, I appreciate you, Bob. You say I don't sleep. It sounds like you don't sleep because you didn't talked about 20 things that you had going on, and you just came from the Abaka Sum or some. I don't know if I might be
Dr. Marimba.
I might be butchering it, but it's Abaka Sum, right?
Abaka Sum.
Abaka Sum.
Abaka Sum.
Yeah, you just came back from that.
Yeah. Yes, just came back from that. And I'm on the organizing committee for that too. So it's an honor. But when you're surrounded by great people, you could do great things. Like if people say, Baba, you got the STEM camp going too? Well, I'm partnering with Dr. Maat. It ain't like I got to do all the work when you got a partner.
Well, we have partners.
Right. So I'm just looking like I'm surrounded by great people. And I'm learning how to lead with the people I'm working with rather than just what we're doing. People need to understand that the Huru Academy and Conscious Ingenuity are working together. That Baba Amin and Dr. Maat, we engage in conversation. We engage in meetings. We spend time putting these things together. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing ideas off of each other. And that's that fellowship that we need to have. You know what I'm saying? And so no, I'm doing what the Creator and the ancestors have demanded that I do. But they didn't leave me out here to do it in the lurch. Everything we've been able to do with the Huru Academy has been because of the people around us.
Ashay, the ancestors, the Creator ancestors always send us the tools and the people that we need, the tools, the resources, and the people that we need to get the work done.
That's
you know.
right.
So I couldn't agree with you more. But Baba, let's jump into the title, right? So
Yeah.
someone said, I'm just looking at shout out to brother Stan. He said amazing title with the laughing emoji. So I titled this Biden is now a Morehouse man.
Mm.
And so Stan, my man Stan, he understood. He understands my sense of humor. You know, Biden is now a Morehouse man, so he know I was being smart when I wrote that in the title.
Yes.
You know, so we're going to be talking about that, and then celebrity worship and distractions. And so
Mm.
anyway, I see that
Mm.
Wisdom Bars already kind of jumped ahead and said Morehouse did this on Malcolm X's birthday and said
Mm.
that this is embarrassing. So family, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Morehouse just had a graduation literally yesterday, and they invited, well, we don't know whether the president invited Biden or whether Biden called and said, hey, we know that you have it, because we know right now they do that. They'll call the presidents and say, look, we coming to speak at your graduation, because we know right now Biden is losing the black vote. It's no secret. And so he's, they said that his commencement speech actually pandered to the young black voters. And so we don't know whether the president invited him or whether he invited himself, but nonetheless, he was the commencement speaker, okay, for Morehouse this year. The students were in an uproar. They confronted the president when they found out that Biden was the commencement speaker. And the president said, I'm standing 10 toes down on my decision. And basically, so what you going to do about it? And so it was a lot of grumblings. I was told because one of my family members, her son, just graduated. And so she's in the parent group chat, and she shared with me that it was a lot of back and forth. Some parents didn't care. They were kind of indifferent. Then there were some parents that were like, nah, we should boycott, don't go. Then there was some parents saying, well, maybe we should have our sons turn their backs on Biden, which is what they've done at other HBCUs. And then some of them said we should walk out. Then some of them said, no, it's tradition, we should be there. And see, Bob, a sidebar, that's what happens when you don't operate with a national consciousness. But we could talk about that another show, because all of the black folks should have been on the same accord. But when you don't operate with a national consciousness, you see the confusion. We should do this. We should do this. Though we should be. So it's a lot of back and forth. And so anyway, nonetheless, those seats were still filled. They still showed up for the commencement. There were some people that did turn their backs to Joe Biden while he was speaking, and so that was happening, but there wasn't a collective response to him speaking at Morehouse. And that's what I mean by us lacking a national consciousness. So anyway, he spoke yesterday, Baba. And after he spoke, here's what the president did. And I'm going to let the president of Morehouse speak for himself. So this is what the president did. Let me share my audio, because they'll start yelling at me in the chat, Baba. Doc, I can't hear it. So here we go.
And before you leave, President Biden, we want to present you with a very special honor today. Today, President Biden, it is my pleasure to confer upon you an honorary degree from Morehouse College and count you among the ranks of honorary Morehouse men. And therefore, with the authority granted in me by the Morehouse College Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Joseph R. Biden Jr., the honorary Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations, Dr. Joseph Biden.
Now, Baba, let's pause here. And I want to keep him on the screen. I'm doing this intentional. This man and Hot Spot Casino just said it. Hot Spot Casino just said it in the chat. And I may not be able to say it because YouTube take down your channel, but you all can read what Hot Spot Casino said, right? And those are my same sentiments. And they gave him An honorary doctorate, called him a Morehouse man. You know that Dr. King graduated from Morehouse, Baba. You know that. We know that. And it's a whole bunch of them I could name of our greats that came out of Morehouse. Some of our great minds came right out of Morehouse. And you gave this, you're calling him a Morehouse man, and then you gave him the doctorate. So then you wonder why people don't even respect doctorate degrees anymore. You just now he's just a doctor. You get what I'm saying? Doctor of what? Dr. Joseph Biden. And so Baba, I was so disgusted when I saw this clip. I woke up this morning and I saw it, and I'm hearing people clapping. I'm looking at the older black men in the background. I guess they know the camera's on them, Baba. So they sit there, they cheesing and they smiling. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was sickening and it was embarrassing. Yesterday was Malcolm X's birthday. And on Malcolm X's birthday, our holiday, right? Our sacred day, our holy day, you confer the title of doctorate on to Joseph Biden, Joe Biden, and called him a Morehouse man. Baba, I'm embarrassed. I'm very disappointed. I'm disgusted. I'm even disgusted at the response of the Morehouse men. Let me just say that, because they shouldn't even have been there. I'm talking about, and see, this is what happens when we lack national consciousness. They should not have even been there. It should have been an empty audience.
Yes.
Joe Biden wrote a crime bill, authored a bill, Baba, that was responsible for breaking up separating thousands of black men, breaking up thousands of black families. And he knew what he was doing.
Of course.
He knew what he was doing. He said so much racist stuff out of his mouth. It was ridiculous with the bus segregation and the racial junk. He done said so much and has done so much to black folks. And look at what we do. They're laughing at Morehouse right now. They're laughing at Morehouse College right now. Morehouse College right now looks like a joke. It looks like a joke. And shame on those black men behind Joe Biden and the so-called black men that's in the audience. Baba, I land my plane. What's your thoughts?
Dr. Maat, I didn't enter the movement through college. I didn't enter the movement because I read some books and said, hey, let's get involved with black people. I entered the movement, Dr. Maat, because my people were dying in the streets in the early 90s. My people were getting locked up for nonviolent crimes and not coming home in the early 90s. My people in my neighborhood were getting killed by police officers, harassed, jumped, beat up by police officers. I got into this movement directly fighting what the crime bill he wrote created.
Come on, Baba.
So people say, well, it's 30-something years later. We haven't recovered. We haven't recovered, and we're giving him a degree.
Come on.
We haven't recovered. And then when he half-ass acknowledge it, then they like to say, but that's what the preacher said they wanted. No. It's another case of us saying what we want, and then y'all twisting it and turning it into something that you need. Prison is big business. And you're looking at the architect of 1990s mass incarceration. I don't care what he do after that. And he's done nothing to balance that out.
Nothing.
He's anti-reparations. He's anti-direct investment in black communities.
That's right.
He's pro-genocide. And I don't know why people think that they'll support the genocide of Palestinians, but they won't do it to us. And so this is so short-sighted. This is so ignorant on so many levels that we have an institution that feels that it's a privilege to have it. I'm not saying spit on him or anything like that, but you don't invite him.
Come on.
And you know he's there to pander for votes. I'll be very interested to know, Morehouse, what are we getting in return?
Come on.
What do we get in return? Is this going to guarantee jobs for your graduates? Is this opening doors for anybody? We don't have, I'm not going to shout at you, Morehouse. I just want to know what's the play here, because he's there on a play. He's not there because he's happy to see those children graduate. He's there because he's pandering for votes. So that's his play. What's your play? And maybe if you can explain that play to us. Somebody please run that play back to us to make it make sense. Because this doesn't make sense. And the students know. The youth know that. That's why many of them stood up and turned their backs on him while he was speaking. That's why many didn't show up. And most who did show up were just being respectful and traditional. And
that's what it was.
That's all it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. They being traditional.
My mama did not raise me to disrespect people, so I'm going to go. But I know what I'm looking at. You know. And so we have to think about that as a people. But then what is it going to motivate us to do? You mentioned a national consciousness earlier, or a lack thereof. Absolutely. If this isn't a motivation to study more political science, what is?
Right. Absolutely.
And I land my plane right there. I know some daddies who still ain't at home. We forgive so easy. We forgive them so easy. But let one of us mess up just a little bit, we throw them in the garbage forever.
Hold on, Baba. Baba, why you make that drop that line? I didn't have my daggone I didn't have my daggone bomb ready. I need to keep it ready. I need to have my fire bomb drop. Say that one more time, Baba. You said we what now, Baba?
We forgive them so easily. For the most heinous crimes. But let one of us mess up, we throw us in the trash forever.
Hold on, Baba.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Had to get you to say that one more time so I could drop my bomb, because you're right, Baba. We do. We do. And like you said, one of us mess up, throw them away forever. They mess up, they get chance at the chance at the chance, forgiveness at the forgiveness at the forgiveness. And that's what we do. You know, that's what we do, Baba. And so thank you for sharing your thoughts about that, Baba. I want to move into celebrity worship and distractions, right? Celebrity worship and distractions. And so why am I thinking about celebrity worship? Well, I've been noticing for the past actually probably 2 decades that, you know, that celebrity worship is characteristic of American culture, right? You know, and that's why you have platforms like TMZ, E! News, Entertainment News, and all of these, you know, vlogs and, you know, celebrity gossipers, you know, with these huge platforms and huge followers, because that is, you know, it seems like that is, you know, intrinsic or characteristic of American culture, right? Like just celebrity worship. You know, that's why you got paparazzi, you know, they're trying to get photos of celebrities and they're jumping out of bushes and following them around, you know, to get footage so that they can sell it and make money, because that's big business here in America, right? Celebrity gossip, you know, just knowing what's going on in the lives of celebrities. So anyway, we do live in a celebrity worshiping culture.
Yes.
And what that has, in my opinion, what that has done is it has caused people to put celebrities on a pedestal, you know, put them on a pedestal. And I mean, you talk about defending white folks. I've seen folks defend celebrities faster than they defend their own friends and family that they see every day. You know, I've seen people crying over Taylor Swift, crying, you know, at Michael Jackson concerts, just crying, I mean, over these celebrities. And so we see this, Baba. And then when these celebrities do something, right? Like Diddy, we saw the video of him. Well, I know I watched it. I did see it, Baba. I don't know if you saw it, but Baba said I didn't watch it, but I did see it. And I clicked on it. CNN did drop the video, and it showed Diddy, you know, beating up, you know, Cassie, and, you know, everybody was, you know, and, you know, shocked and enraged. And I know that it was probably triggering for a lot of women who have gone through that, or know someone who's gone through it, or even dads who have daughters, or, you know, just anything. I know that it was triggering for a lot of people. But you did have folks prior to that, the video being released, you did have people who were defending him. I called them Diddy defenders. They were
Right.
defending him. And I remember going on the internet and talking to folks. I said, you don't know him. You think you know him because you listen to his music,
Right.
or, you know, you think you know a lot of these artists because you watch them on TV or you watch them in movies. And so you feel like you have some type of connection. But at the end of the day, you don't know these people.
Right.
You don't have a clue. And so that's a point that I made on IG a couple of days ago. Y'all coming out defending folks that you don't know. You know, that was one of my points. And again, this is connected to celebrity worship. So you're defending these celebrities and you don't know them. Then you're also deeming these people as celebrities. And I said, we need to, in the Black community, redefine what a damn celebrity is. Our celebrities are people that white folks put in front of us and give them fame and money. And we say, these are our celebrities, and we worship them. We hold them in high regard. I said, but we need a new definition for what a celebrity is. And I said, my celebrities are people who have pushed us ahead. So, Baba, those were the points that I was making on IG. We need to stop with the celebrity worship and redefine what it means to be a celebrity. And so you sent me a clip of Malcolm X speaking on that. And Baba, I've seen the clip and I've actually played it on my platform a few times, but I'm glad that you sent that, so that it put it in the forefront of my brain. I said, you know what, Baba's right. Gotta play this clip again, because it does, as you stated in your email, provide context. So Baba, I want to land my plane, but do you want me to play the clip first?
Play the clip.
Play the clip. All right, here we go. Here we go. Baba said, play the clip. He had it right.
We celebrating Malcolm, right?
Yes, we are. He had it right. Here we go, y'all.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Baba, you have the floor, Baba.
I think one thing that we have to understand, and when I talk to young artists and that want to get into the business, the mainstream celebrity music business, I tell them all the time, you're not getting into the music business. I tell actors and actresses, you're not getting into the movie business. You're getting into the intellectual property business. And when you sign on a dotted line, you become somebody's intellectual property. Most of our celebrities are intellectual property. In other words, for example, Diddy had a label called Bad Boy, and they promoted it as a black man owns a major label, but Bad Boy was actually owned by Warner Music Group.
Teach.
So and right now today, the catalog, all that music, Biggie, all of that music belongs now to Interscope, which was the label that owned Death Row. Remember in the 90s, Death Row and Bad Boy had beef. Biggie and Pac had beef. But in the office, Warner Brothers and Interscope, they're exchanging catalogs and getting paid off of all of it. Their grandchildren gonna get paid off of all of it. So when we get into celebrity worship,
come on, Baba,
it's because we're fed as working class people. We're fed stories that resonate with us, but we're not fed the truth. You're fed stories that resonate with you. Oh, a former drug dealer that's now the head of a label. He must be one of our leaders. Oh, a young girl who grew up in poverty in the projects, and now she's the greatest singer in the world. I want to be that too. The court jester comes into the court to entertain everybody. And we fall in love with the court jester. Man, bring that singer back in here. He sung some lyrics that really touched my soul. But when the court jester is no longer entertaining, y'all remember the time with Michael Jackson?
Yes.
In the beginning?
Yes.
Introducing Pyro. And Pyro came out there and started doing all that, and Iman wasn't impressed. What they do
Yeah.
to Pyro?
Killed them. So, yep. Got him out of there.
What we're witnessing today is what's been the blueprint for Hollywood and the music business since its inception. Protect these people while they're making money for us as intellectual property. When they no longer feed our narrative, off with their head, because we still own the what? The intellectual property.
The intellectual property.
But now we don't have to share it with him. You're witnessing Diddy being detached from his intellectual property.
Yep, that's what's happening.
With his behaviors that he's had the whole time.
The entire time. And everybody knew it.
Time.
It was an open secret, Baba. They said everybody knew it.
Everybody knew it. But now, and then we'll see it like, get rid of Diddy. We're not saying get rid of abuse. We're saying get rid of Diddy. But y'all, we in Columbia here, we got the Columbia Women's Shelter. We got the Janie R. Jackson Women's Center. Turn around and go donate to a shelter for abused women.
Come on, that part.
Are we anti-Diddy or are we anti-abuse? Now, if we're anti-abuse, there's a whole movement out here fighting women's abuse that the people who own Diddy don't give commercial time to. YouTube ain't putting that in the algorithm. I deplore violence against women. But I've been blessed to be a part of the solution on the ground. And those of us on the ground, we don't get any attention. Matter of fact, if we put up posts about keeping women safe, them posts don't get circulated. They don't go viral. But if we're on the opposite end of celebrity worship, are we really condemning the abuse? Or is Pyro just no longer entertaining? So it's time to go off with his head.
Come on. That part.
So we have to ask ourselves as a people, what are we really tripping on? What are we disappointed in? It's an open secret how women are treated in the entertainment industry. Men too.
Absolutely, absolutely, Bobby. And when I was looking at the Breakfast Club, right, Charlemagne gave Diddy Donkey of the Day, and in his spill, he was going off. Yeah, he was wrong for this. It was appalling. Is this? Is that? Is this? He did all of that,
right?
And then he said, Diddy. I'm just disappointed because he's one of our heroes. In our culture, he's one of our heroes. I view him as a hero, and I was, damn, a hero is kind of strong, right? Like, I mean, you get what I'm saying, Baba? A hero was to me, it was too strong. And I said, here comes that celebrity worship. A hero, no, Harriet Tubman is a hero, right? Nat Turner is a hero. Malcolm X, is a hero, right? Ida B. Wells, Fannie Lou Hamer, some of our intellectuals, those are heroes, right? A hero of whom? A hero of what? A hero of our culture? I said, are you kidding me? But again, that goes back to, Baba, the celebrity worship, because he put that out there. He's one of our heroes. Here it is, one of our heroes. We have another fallen hero. And I said, a fallen hero, man. What the hell did he do for Black folks that pushed us ahead? I mean, I know he took a bunch of publishing from folks, that were coming at him. Publishing. What do you say, Baba?
He said vote or die. Remember the vote or die movement?
He said vote or die.
He had revolt. He's part of the revolt channel, and that sort of thing. But that's a part of the narrative, right?
Yeah.
That's a part of the narrative. It's so easy when you have power and money, you can hide your sins behind goodwill.
Come on, facts.
I know drug dealers gave out turkeys every year. I know drug dealers that bought shoes for the basketball team and the whole 9 yards, but they'll turn around and sell crack to your mama though.
Come on, Baba.
So we have to understand that it's not just good guys, bad guys. Most of us somewhere in the middle. And you have rich narcissists in capitalism. A rich narcissist is a hero. In American culture, a rich narcissist that uses and abuses their power to exert control over others is the hero. We were brought here having the power of the rich class exerted over us. A lot of us look at massa, and because we don't know of any other picture of freedom, we say freedom must be massa. So when I get some and I get to act like massa, then I'm truly free. If you're not careful, when you gain power, you will become your oppressor, and you will reflect your oppressor's behavior.
Ashe.
And that's what we're witnessing.
Ashe. I mean, I couldn't agree with you more, Baba. Like everything you said was 1,000% correct. You know, you said a rich narcissist. Say that again, Baba. You said a rich
narcissist is a hero in capitalism. So based on our mainstream education, Diddy is a hero. He rich, and he got power over other people. And what we witnessed was not just abuse, we witnessed narcissism in the form of abuse against women. Fire! 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 Fire!
Oh my goodness. Baba, you must have really been relaxed today, Baba, because you Baba, you must have been really relaxed today. Baba, I want to go here now with the distractions, because it seems like, man, everything is Diddy, Cassie, Diddy, Cassie, Diddy, Cassie. And then after that, that started to die down a little bit. And then it was, here comes the Drake, Kendrick Lamar rap battle, right? You know, it was like, you know, I know that Kendrick did some verse with Future. I forgot the name of the song, but he did a verse. You know, they said he dissed, Kendrick dissed Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole dropped his 7-minute. Right. And then after he dropped this 7-minute, he issued an apology. He was at, what was it called? Dreamville Fest. And he issued an apology. He bowed out of it. You know, he was like, I'm out of it. Then after that, you heard about Chris Brown dropping a diss going against Quavo. Then Quavo dropped the diss against Chris Brown. Then after that, here comes Drake with his response to Kendrick Lamar. Then them two started going back and forth, back and forth. It was kind of like we was getting a diss album, a diss track every night. Somebody was dropping a new diss, and then everybody's talking about it. And I said, damn, but look at what's happening right now. You got a genocide going on in Haiti. You got genocide happening in the Congo. There's a lot going on in the Congo, the Sudan, Burkina Faso. You have all of that stuff going on. Then you got the genocide happening in Palestine. You know, so no one's talking about that stuff anymore. You have them right now talking about possibly increasing our taxes to 44%, right? They're talking about that. They're laying off truck drivers. About 2 weeks ago, 1,500 truck drivers lost their jobs. You know, Prime, that's a trucking company, one of the largest companies in the U.S. I think they said they laid off roughly about 700-800, maybe 900 guys. So you have truck drivers are being, laid off. Our economy is in shambles. Inflation is through the roof, right? You have all of this sort of stuff happening. And all you hear about is Diddy and Cassie and Kendrick and Drake, Baba. So I'm like, these are distractions from what really is happening. They're passing laws, Baba. They can really pass laws and bills and all kinds of stuff. And we're not paying attention, because instead of looking in the direction we need to look in, we're looking in this direction. And don't get me wrong, Baba. I'm hearing about stuff. I'm clicking on links. I'm hearing it. It's one thing to like, all right, I see what's going on. I hear what's going on. I'm in the know a little something. But it's another thing to be consumed with it. It seems like people started being consumed with it, man. I seen, like, I'm on YouTube scrolling and I'm seeing hours upon hours of commentary about the Drake Kendrick rap battle. Right. And I'm like, man, what about raising awareness for the suffering, the struggles of our brothers and sisters right here in the U.S. Hell, it was a damn reparation conference that just took place this weekend in D.C. and nobody knew about it, Baba. Professor James Small, shout out to Professor James Small. He was there along with a lot of people. You have the attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz. He was there. A lot of people were there.
Yes.
Baba, no one is talking about this big reparation conference that just took place over the weekend. Nobody knew about it, but they knew about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap battle, Baba. They know about Diddy. Oh, Diddy apologized, Doc. Did you hear it? They know about that type of stuff, but they don't really know about what's real, Bob, like what's really happening to our people in the US and outside of the US. Bob, I land my plane. What's your thoughts about that?
And don't forget, there's also been a recent uptick in police murdering black men
Come on, facts, Bobby. They did say that.
as
That came
well.
out.
You know, we
That
just had
came
the
out.
young brother who's just came out the military and killed in his own apartment after the cops went to the wrong door. Uh,
Mhm.
Not only do we not learn about what's happening to us, we're also not learning about the things that are happening for us, that we're doing for ourselves, like the reparations rally,
That's
like
true.
STEM camps, like schools, like education opportunities. We just had two young sisters that developed that cracked the Pythagorean theorem out of New Orleans, you know, and postulated a theory about the theorem that hasn't been challenged in over 100 years, right? So making mathematical history. We're not talking about that. The opportunities in the blue economy, the global economy. There's a lot of great things jumping off as well, but if you're not looking for it, you're not gonna find it. Then a lot of times, Dr. Maat, distractions are welcome, because where I'm at in my life is so boring, because I'm in this system where I got this job where I do this set of tasks each and every day that's so mundane, right? And these distractions really serve the corporation, because I'm on my job, I look at the distraction, I'm not thinking about competing with the corporation. I'm not thinking about the next level in my career and where I can go next, right? And so these distractions serve a lot of purpose. Now, when it comes to Kendrick and Drake and the companies to whom they belong, because they're intellectual property for their partners too, all that beef was about doing numbers. On social media,
Yeah.
arguments generate more income than unity. Period. That's why you ain't gonna see no self-destruction. You're headed for people. We're not clicking to see people speaking against self-destruction. We don't want to see Drake and Kendrick come. A lot of us do, but the corporation says no, it's worth more. The beef is worth more money, because they're gonna tune into the response. These songs were going number one.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going number one because number one now is based more on streams and views, not record sales.
Exactly. Facts.
Right. And so they were beefing all the way to the bank. And it had to end, though, because now with accusations of pedophilia, it was getting too close to the Diddy. Like we're in the midst of chopping off Diddy's head, but we still making money off Drake. So we don't need his narrative touching that narrative. So now, Kendrick, you got to calm down, because you're about to mess with the money.
Absolutely.
Right? So we have to look at because people ask me, Baba, who won the beef? I said YouTube, IG, TikTok. That's who won. What you mean? Go look to see who their distributors are. That's who won the beef. They not in a beef. They're intellectual property, and they're functioning as such. So whenever we click, it don't matter if you're a Drake fan or a Kendrick fan. YouTube eating off both of y'all. They ain't beefing on our platforms.
Baba said, what'd you say, Baba? At the end of the day, Baba said, no matter who fan you are,
no matter who you like. YouTube winning, IG winning. Who are these people? Mark Zuckerberg love to beef. He's like, oh, it's on. Google. Oh my gosh, because Google owns YouTube.
Facts.
So that's who's winning. Who's not winning? Our community. Why are we not because two black men are arguing? No, two black men turn each other down. No, that's not why we losing. We losing because we don't have an ownership stake in any of it.
Come on.
We losing because we're not creating product based off of any of it. None of the residuals are going towards black HBCUs. None of the residuals are going towards rebuilding the community. None of it. If the community gets something, it's because the artist has to decide off the crumbs they get off of the thing that they might try to do a little something. And even that's limited. So that's why we lose. Cat Williams can have the most watched interview in the history of YouTube. The community ain't winning off of that.
Nope. Mm-mm.
It's just making beef marketable, and the corporations love that. So now comedians is arguing with comedians. Y'all supposed to be telling jokes.
That part, Baba.
Sportscasters are arguing with sportscasters. Like everybody, it's like beef is the order of the day. But here we are in the streets trying to tell these young people, you know what I'm saying? Stop beefing with each other on your music, because it's spilling over in the streets and young people are dying. We're trying to teach them the character, you know what I'm saying, should be the opposite of that. Breathe life into your community. But then they look on YouTube and such got 6 million views from beefing. Man, forget this character thing. And y'all don't know, in the hood, when you get 30 followers, you think you made it.
Right. Right.
You get 150 views. Oh, it's on. We got to crank this thing up. So we're living vicariously through these celebrities, and it's harmful to our children. Look, my AI gave me balloons. We're living vicariously through these celebrities, and it's harming our children. I know, because we're dealing with them on the ground. They coming out rapping about enemies they don't even have. These jokers out there hating on me. These hoes ain't loyal. You ain't got no hoes.
Absolutely.
Ain't got a girlfriend. You ain't got no enemies. Nobody know you. But you get wrapped up into these stories, and you begin to try to live these stories in your life. But a lot of these stories end in death.
Real talk, Baba.
I'm just saying. And when you ain't got no multi-million-dollar corporation behind you, your death come quicker. When they can find you when you post your location, your death come quicker. When you beefing with somebody and they say, oh, I know where he stay. He on the east side. Let's show him how real it really is. Your death come quicker. When you want to post how such and such is a weirdo, and you want to post that such and such is mama's on dope and all that kind of stuff, and such gonna come see you, because you ain't got Universal Music Group that can send you out to Utah like NBA YoungBoys people did. And we're left to pick up the pieces of the people that don't matter.
That's real, Baba, what you just said.
That's how I look at it.
That's real, Baba, what you just said. I mean, that's 100. That's 100 what you just said. Everybody in the chat like, teach Baba. They like, teach Baba. They like, speak Baba.
Yeah.
They said, preach. I mean, that's
Fun
real.
Creations. That's my sister, Fun Creations. Doc, that sister that's in the comments that you just put up. She's one of the first students I ever had.
Wow.
She's one of the first students I ever had in the 90s, early 90s, Butler Housing Projects. And she came to Black History class.
Beautiful.
And she don't mind me telling this. She came to Black History class at 9 years old because our house got raided that morning. Wow. And she got tired of people asking her about it. And she didn't know if people was looking for her. And she came into the class just to get away from that. And then, but then the history changed her life.
I love it.
So these aren't games that we play. And when we live out these stories, we're putting a lot of our people in real danger. I'm gonna land my plane. My bag. I'm supposed to go take the lid off the enchiladas. I'm about to burn the
you good, Baba. But hold up, you froze it. You froze it on my end, and I'm wondering, is it me?
I know I'm frozen for some reason.
Okay, I see you moving a little bit. I see you moving.
It's me.
Okay, I thought it was me. Sometimes my internet.
Ancestors telling me to check on the
Sometimes my internet is a little janky. But look, Baba, I do appreciate you coming on. And one thing I do want to say before we close out, and when you were talking, you jogged this thought, right? This thought that I have, I've had, or I did have, and I did speak on it a couple of days ago as well. When I was on Instagram, I talked about how I'm really tired of Black folks. Whenever something happens to Black folks, or, man, you just gotta bring a Black man down, man. They just try to bring the Black woman down, man. Sometimes it's not that. It's not that. Like, do I think that we are targeted? Absolutely. Do I think that we are targeted disproportionately to others? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I think that every time something happens with one of us, do I think that it's necessarily a thing to just bring the black man down or bring the black woman down? No, I don't. I really don't. And you keep hearing this whenever, again, going back to that celebrity worship, whenever it's, one of those, so when it's the celebrities, oh, he's trying, man, what happened? The reason what happened with Cosby because he tried to buy NBC. What happened with R. Kelly because he tried to do this. Now Diddy because he was doing this and he was suing the liquor company. And that's why it's never any, well, daggone, is this person actually being held accountable for what they said or did? And this is what I said to my listeners last week. I said that typically you are targeted when you are disrupting the status quo, when you are a threat to white domination, a threat to white power, a threat to white wealth. They target you, right?
Right.
But if you're not a threat to anything, no one's just sending a machine after you. No one's doing that. It's not like Diddy was out galvanizing and organizing black folks to rise up and take over. He wasn't any type of black revolutionary. So miss me with they just trying to bring another black man down narrative. Or even sometimes they apply to black woman. They just, a black woman, so that's why they doing it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not that. And that's why I'm going to bring on, shout out to Dr. Dennis Asar Winkler. He wrote he's a psychotherapist, an African-centered psychotherapist. And I want to bring him on to have a discussion about trauma, because that sounds like trauma, Baba. Soon as something look remotely close, it's like, see? And it's like, it's not that all the time.
Right.
I understand why you think that way based on your historical experiences and based on your current oppression. I understand that. But every time something happens, it's not that. But because we are traumatized people and have yet to realize that, then that typically is our response. See, that's what happened. And it's like, no, that's not what it is. You know what I mean? And so I would also like to bring on a neurologist too. And I really wish that Dr. Patricia Newton was still alive, because she was an African-centered psychiatrist, and she got her PhD in neurology. And she talked about what trauma does to the neurons in your damn brain. Anyway, and then we know through epigenetics, it messes with your DNA. So Baba, it's a lot to unpack. I do appreciate you coming on and taking time out. I know you got to get to the loved ones, because I see you like, hey. So I know you gotta get to the young ones. I know you gotta get to the little ones.
Off the enchiladas.
You like, hold up. Hey. So, Baba, what are your closing words for the listening audience?
Black people, I love you, and I don't mind telling you. When we tell, if someone is promoting music that promotes death, and we say stop, we're not tearing you down. We're lifting you up. We're giving you an opportunity to get better. If you showing more of your body than you are of your mind, and we say, don't do that, show more of your mind, that's not tearing you down. That's lifting you up. That's saying that there's more to you than what you're showing us, and I just want to implore everybody to don't be discouraged. Continue to challenge us to be better. Continue to challenge yourself to be better. Challenge our children to be better. They may frown at first, but they're gonna appreciate that meal. Vegetables don't always taste good. And sometimes you can't put sugar on it either. You just got to eat the broccoli how the broccoli is. Don't stop serving broccoli just because your baby think it's nasty. There's nutrients in that broccoli. There are nutrients in it. When we tell artists, say something positive, because we want you to feed our community more nutrients. No more empty calories in your message. And when they do come and they offer you an opportunity, don't compromise your culture. You don't have to become a narcissist. You don't have to abuse people. If the people sign you are abusive and they engage in that, and they say sign this and engage in that, or you can't sign, don't sign. I'd rather stay poor in my pockets than become poor in my soul.
And poor
in my spirit. And we need to encourage and teach our children that money is not the meet all end all. There are more ways to eat, and you do not compromise your spirit for a meal. You're going to constantly be trying to compensate for what you lack in spirit, and it's going to destroy you.
Facts, Baba. I
That's what
couldn't agree with you more. Baba, I appreciate you coming on. And I
appreciate.
look forward to working with you this summer again with the UCIA STEM program.
Yes.
Family, get your children enrolled, get them enrolled. You can head on over to UACIStemCamp.com. UACI STEMcamp.com, or you can get to this website through the Huru Academy. You can go to the huruacademy.com and
Yes.
look right here for UA online. Drop down, you'll see, if you access the drop down menu, you'll see UACI STEM program. So it's either way. You can type in UACIStemcamp.com, or you can go to the Huru Academy, look for UA online, click that, and select UACI STEM program. The camp starts, family, on July the 8th. Your children will be with us for 2 weeks virtually from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They will be exposed to Blacks in STEM. They'll be spending an hour every day with Baba. Blacks in STEM. They'll be learning about cybersecurity, AI. I think this iteration though, Baba, I really think I want to focus more so on coding. That would be the focus, coding and understanding the basics of coding, doing some block coding, and then being exposed to Python. That's what I'm really leaning towards, because last summer we did cybersecurity and artificial intelligence, but maybe this summer it'll be a coding focus. So family, space is limited. Even though it is virtual, we have 4 instructors. So we want to make sure that this learning experience is intimate. And so we're only taking on 30 students. So make sure you head on over to UACIStemCamp.com. All right. Also, family, make sure that you get your son enrolled in the ASAFO training camp. Get them enrolled in the ASAFO training camp. We need warriors. And that's what this camp is about. Developing warriors. We need warriors for our people, warriors for our family, warriors for our community. And when we say warriors, we're not talking about anything crude now. We're talking about men, solid men who stand on ma'at, right? Who stand on righteousness. As Baba was just talking about integrity, principled men. That's what we need, family. And we also have the Agoji training camp that we are offering this summer for young girls between the ages of 12 and 14. So family, make sure that you get your daughter, your son enrolled in these camps. And last but not least, family, make sure that you head on over here to MELTREK 365. Get your MELTREK episodes today. We now offer a digital download for episode 1, 2, and 3. And Bobby, even though we offer the digital download, people are still buying a DVD, and that's okay with me.
That's what's up.
That's all right with me. But if you come to MELTREK365.com and you scroll down, you can click on any one of these, and it's going to direct you to this page right here where you can purchase each of the videos, the digital version of each of these videos. Okay. And so MELTREK again teaches Black history from a Black perspective. Right now, Bob, as you already know, they're banning books about Black history. They're banning Black history curricula. They are firing Black teachers who are teaching Black history. And so it's always been, anyway, our responsibility to teach our children our history. And if you can't do that and you don't know your history, you have the tools. The Huru Academy teaches Black history. Akabin House teaches our story, right? You got MELTREK. You got Baba Imhotep of PLM. They teach Black history. So utilize your resources, family. And with that, I land my plane. Baba, do you want to plug a Huru Academy before we get off?
You've done a great job. HuruAcademy.com. Also, go to Huru Academy and make a donation, y'all. And you can donate to our Cash App at $ Huru Academy. But we also have a HuruAcademy.com/donate. About 5 pages you can get to school on. But thank you, Dr. Maat. And as far as MELTREK, y'all, get the download and the DVD. Get them both. Right? Get them both. You need the DVD because you got to archive it. We need physical archives just in case the digital stuff go down. You get the physical archive, but then get the download so we can share it with the world.
Facts. Baba, much love to you. Go ahead and take care of those Watoto. I'm getting ready to hop off with you. Family, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to hop on live. I'll be live again on Wednesday at noon with Baba Anthony T. Browder. Okay, he's getting ready to retire. He's getting ready to retire soon. And so he's getting ready to get a lot of things off his plate. All right. So family, he's not going to be, doing a lot of this much longer, lectures and interviews. So you tune in on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the next time I'll be live. Baba, much love to you and the kids. Please send Mama and Koyo my love. All right. And I can't wait to see that
fly for me.
Ashe, will do, Bob. And I can't wait to see that flyer you said is getting ready to drop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Baba. All right, family. Peace and African excellence.